What's going on, Chill Army? DeAndrox7 here, and today we're going to be talking about one of the more exciting Pokemon announcements of 2025, Pokemon Champions. This is a brand new upcoming game, and it's all about battles. In this video, I'll break down everything we know so far, the release info, gameplay features, and how it stacks up against classics like Pokemon Stadium, plus share some speculation on what could be coming. Think of this as your one-stop briefing of Pokemon Champions with a dash of my own thoughts and hype. So kick back, relax, grab your favorite snack, and let's jump right into it. Pokemon Champions, a battle-focused Pokemon experience, brings everything you love about Pokemon battles into one place. Announced during the Pokemon Day 2025 showcase, it's being developed by the Pokemon Works in collaboration with Game Freak. This new team suggests a fresh spin on the formula. Pokemon Champions is a cross-platform battling simulator, similar to an official version of Pokemon Showdown for consoles and mobile. It'll be available on the Nintendo Switch family of systems and mobile devices, mainly iOS and Android. Battles will likely run across both Switch and smartphones, with crossplay between Switch and smartphones hinted at by the developers. With the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2, Champions is confirmed to run on that next-gen hardware. So if you have a Nintendo Switch, whether old or new, or even just a phone, you can join the arena. So when is it coming out? Well, as of this video, there's no exact release date. The Pokemon Company has only said it's in development and to stay tuned for more info. However, a Pokemon Presents presentation is scheduled for July 22nd, 2025, and many fans expect a release date reveal there. Some hope for a late 2025 launch, but realistically, I think we're probably going to get like an early 2026 launch. Pricing and access will be different from Pokemon Unite. Reports indicate Champions will be a paid digital-only title on Switch, requiring a Pokemon Switch Online subscription for online play. Pricing on mobile is uncertain, possibly a one-time purchase on app stores. It's not free to play, positioned more like a traditional game to provide a more robust, competitive environment. So no gacha pools for Pikachus or Charizards here. The price hasn't been announced. Given it's digital only and focused on battles, I wouldn't be surprised if it launches at a mid-tier price, so somewhere lower than a full $60 title, but that's just speculation until we hear otherwise. Alright, so let's discuss gameplay details. Pokemon Champions is all about battling. The creators describe it as a way to attract more players to the core Pokemon battle systems. It uses familiar mechanics from the main series, including Pokemon types, abilities, moves, and rich battle strategies. If you've battled in any mainline Pokemon game, you'll feel right at home. It's classic turn-based Pokemon battles at its core, with the goal of creating an environment conducive to deep strategy for veterans while welcoming newcomers. From the first announcement trailer, multiple battle modes will be included, so it looks like there's going to be ranked battles against players worldwide for those who crave competition, as well as more low-stakes casual battles for fun. If ladders and leaderboards aren't really your thing, you can also set up private battles with friends supposedly for organizing tournaments or just testing teams. So essentially it covers ranked, unranked, and friend matches. There's no mention of a single player story or campaign, so it may be entirely focused on PvP. So don't expect a full-blown RPG adventure. Champions feels more like a virtual battle arena. However, many wonder if there might be an offline mode, such as battling CPU trainers or a gym leader challenge, but nothing has been confirmed yet. Pokemon Home compatibility is a cool feature. Champions can link with the Pokemon Home cloud service to bring in Pokemon from past games, including Pokemon Go. You can transfer your favorite Pokemon from an old game to Champions if it's supported in the game. However, not every Pokemon will be available at launch. Only select species will be usable initially. Any Pokemon you transfer in via home must appear in Champions. So if your beloved Bulbasaur isn't in the Champions Pokedex, you can't bring it over yet. This is similar to the Dexit situation from Sword and Shield, a limited Pokedex for balancing or technical reasons. It might disappoint some players, but it allows the game to focus on polish and competitive balance for the included Pokemon. More Pokemon may be added over time through updates or expansions, potentially expanding the roster, but for now, expect a limited selection when it launches. Graphics and presentation are expected to be on par with recent mainline games, possibly between Pokemon's stadium level spectacle and the simplicity of mobile games. The trailer showed a double battle in a flashy arena reminiscent of Pokemon Stadium. The arenas and animations looked modern yet nostalgic, evoking memories of friendly competitions. I envision 3D models, battle effects, and possibly announcer commentary or stadium-style atmosphere to enhance the excitement. Champions aims to satisfy fans who enjoyed seeing their Pokemon in full 3D on the big screen in the stadium days, now with online play and modern connectivity. Speaking of Pokemon Stadium, let's compare it to the past battle-centric titles. Longtime fans may remember the glory days of Pokémon Stadium on N64 and its sequel, Stadium 2. These games were the first to show Pokemon in 3D on TV, with announcer quips like, "It's super effective!" Stadium became a party staple with its addictive mini-games and the ability to use your Game Boy cartridge via the transfer pack. Pokemon Champions is essentially the spiritual successor to those Stadium games, updated for the modern era. Like Stadium, Champions lets players battle on console, and transferring Pokemon is a core feature, now through Pokemon Home Cloud service instead of the N64 transfer pack. The core idea still remains. Show off your trained team on the big screen and challenge friends or the CPU. It's no wonder some outlets immediately dubbed Champions the spiritual successor to Pokemon Stadium. After Stadium, Pokemon Battle Revolution, released in 2007 for the Wii, connected with Gen 4 DS games. It lacked a story mode, focusing more on battle coliseums and early online play. While exciting, it lacked Stadium's charm and community engagement. Champions aims to avoid these pitfalls by launching with online multiplayer and targeting a wider audience. It could learn from Battle Revolution's mistakes by adding replay value through competitive seasons, rewards, or extra modes. We'll see if it includes equivalent structures to Stadium's Gym Leader Castle or Battle Revolution's Coliseum challenges to keep solo players engaged. Hopefully, it includes progression or tournaments beyond random battles. Pokémon Showdown, a fan-made online battle simulator, has been popular in the competitive community for years. It allows players to build and battle teams with complex mechanics. Pokémon Champions, Nintendo's answer to Showdown, uses actual Pokémon from the games via home instead of allowing players to create any Pokémon. This retains the collection aspect of Showdown, requiring players to raise or transfer their Pokemon, while competitive players may prefer Showdown's instant team building. To win over the competitive scene, Champions may include features like rental teams or preset Pokemon for tournaments. It could also allow temporary registration of non-owned Pokemon for mock battles or a sandbox mode for testing. Showdown's convenience is high, so Champions must balance authenticity with accessibility. Champions will have polished 3D graphics, official support, and likely a larger casual player base, which Showdown lacks. Nintendo can integrate Champions with official events or rankings. The Sports Illustrated piece suggested Champions might focus on doubles and the official VGC format to tie into esports. If true, it could mean ranked seasons mirroring official tournament rules, direct qualifiers, or events through the game. Showdown is great, but an official platform could legitimize and grow the competitive scene if done right. Pokémon Champions draws inspiration from Stadium's fun and accessibility, Battle Revolution's early online battling, and Showdown's competitive simulation. The legacy sets expectations and lessons. Champions should deliver thrilling battles like Stadium, surpass Battle Revolutions with a deeper online experience, and offer some of Showdown's competitive freedom while maintaining Pokemon charm. Alright, now let's have some fun. Speculation time. Beyond what's confirmed, there's a lot of possibilities for Pokemon Champions. I'll go through a few key areas like game modes, features, and gimmicks, and share what I think, or hope, might happen. Will there be mini games or single player content? Pokemon Champions had hilarious mini games like Clefairy Says and Lickitung Sushi Bar. While Champions focuses on online PvP, I expect a few side modes or challenges like a Gym Leader Challenge mode or Battle Tower style endurance challenges. This would cater to players who prefer non-competitive matches or just want to practice offline. The official word is silent on such modes, but given Stadium's tradition, I hope for at least a nod to that heritage, maybe even updated minigames for nostalgia. Imagine a modern take on those minigames, playable online with friends for bragging rights. This would add longevity to the game. Online play includes ranked, casual, and friend matches. Local play may require 2 devices since Champions is also on mobile and requires each player to have their own set of Pokemon. The Nintendo eShop listing notes that additional games and systems are required for multiplayer, implying no split screen or single system multiplayer. If you're playing with a friend, you'd each need your own Switch or phone and copy of the game, then connect online or via local wireless. Crossplay means your friend on a phone could battle you on Switch seamlessly. Online matchmaking will likely be the primary way people play, either with random opponents globally or inviting a friend. Hopefully they implement a good lobby or tournament system for friends to organize brackets, which could be fun for streamers or community events. Since Champions aims to increase player participation, ease of setting up matches will be key. We saw from the teaser trailer that Mega Evolution and Terastallization are present in Champions, allowing players to Mega Evolve their Lucario into Mega Lucario and Terastallize their Tyranitar into a new type with a shiny crystal look. This includes both old and new mechanics as seen in the teaser trailer again, of a Mega Charizard X facing off against a Terastallized Dondozo. However, it remains unclear if all gimmicks will be available or if only Mega and Terra will be the main special mechanics. Mega Evolution makes sense with Pokemon Legends ZA coming later this year, which is set in Kalos, the region that introduced Mega Evolution, while Terastallization is currently available in Scarlet and Violet. Rotating seasons could keep the meta fresh, like for example, we could get one season that's Mega-centric, while another is Terra-centric. This is purely conjecture, but it would prevent one strategy from dominating. The inclusion of multiple battle mechanics shows Champions isn't limited to the latest gen's rules. It embraces the broader history of Pokemon battles. This is exciting for fans of favorite gimmicks. I personally can't wait to Mega Evolve a Pinsir again. We'll watch for Dynamax or Z moves, but I won't be disappointed if they're absent, honestly. Focusing on 2 gimmicks might be better for balance. Possible cross-game promotions and ties exist between Champions and Pokemon Home, which connects to various games. Pokemon Legends ZA, set to release on October 16th, 2025 for the Switch and Switch 2, introduces a real-time battle system and is set in Lumio City in the Kalos region. While it has a different style, There's potential synergy. Champions could feature Lumio City's Prism Tower Arena as a battle stage, or provide a special reward for Legend ZA's save data. Additionally, since Legend ZA reintroduces Mega Evolution, Champions could include Mega Evolutions as part of a broader push to reintroduce it across games. Another likely crossover is Pokemon Go, as Champions allows transfers from Go. Special events in Go could celebrate Champions launch with participating in battles, unlocking rare Pokemon or cosmetics in Go, or vice versa. The Pokemon brand loves cross-game events, so keep an eye out for announcements as release approaches. And of course, we should mention the main series. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet released way back in November 2022, and everyone's curious about Generation 10. There's speculation that Gen 10 might be teased soon, possibly during the July 22nd Pokemon Presents. If Gen 10 is coming in 2026, Champions might serve as a bridge for competitive play. Updates could keep it compatible and up to date with new Pokemon or forms. Champions could become a platform that persists across future generations, where competitive play can live without being reset with new mainline titles. I also predict that trainer and Pokemon customization will be a part of Champions. Since it's online focused, players could customize their avatars, unlock outfits, or use victory poses, adding personality to battles. Pokemon Battle Revolution lets you customize your trainer's appearance, and a progression system that rewards cosmetics in modern online games would be welcome. They haven't announced anything like this yet, but it feels like a no-brainer to keep people grinding battles. Maybe climbing the ranked ladder could earn you exclusive clothing items or badges to display. Champions, a digital-only mobile game, may be treated as a live service, offering regular updates like new Pokemon, balance patches, seasonal events, and possibly DLC. To be the go-to battle hub, it needs continuous support, which the Pokemon Company likely plans for content accordingly. For the July 22nd Pokemon Presents, I expect a full trailer revealing more modes and features. They may confirm the release window, show off UI, announce a beta or demo, and possibly conduct a limited online beta test. They might also announce returning mechanics or Pokemon. So keep an eye on July 22nd for information on special boss fights, rental teams, and other details. Now, as excited as I am, I must address concerns and questions about Pokemon Champions. No game is perfect, and there are potential pitfalls or community watch lists. Having a limited Pokédex at launch will most likely be the main concern from players. Not all Pokemon will be in Champions initially. Depending on the roster, some might feel their favorites are left out. I love Pokemon battles because I get to use my favorites, and I love trying quirky strategies with lesser used Pokemon. If those aren't available, it could dampen enthusiasm. For instance, if Champions mostly features Pokemon from the latest generation and a handful of All-Stars, it leaves out hundreds of others. The Pokemon Home integration helps, but it also highlights excluded Pokemon. Game Freak has experience with Sword and Shield's National Dex controversy, so hopefully they have a plan to add more Pokemon over time. In an ideal world, Champions will support every Pokemon species, making it the ultimate hub, but it might take months or even years of updates. Until then, some players might stick to Pokemon Showdown for a more complete roster, which Champions will have to compete with. Another concern is how Champions obtains and builds teams. Will newer players without a collection in home receive Pokemon? The Stadium games had a rental Pokemon system allowing default strength Pokemon use. Will Champions do something similar? Initial info suggests in-game partnered Pokemon that can level up, suggesting starting with Champions Pokemon and training them in battles. This could be fun, but if it's too grindy to build a competitive team solely in Champions, it might frustrate battle-only players. Conversely, if it relies solely on importing from other games, new players or those without console Pokemon games might feel left out. The Pokemon Company needs to get this right for Champion success. The barrier to entry for competitive battling should be low to meet the battles for everyone goal. Online stability and fairness are crucial for Champions, an online-centric game. Pokemon's track record with online on Switch has been imperfect, with lag, disconnects, and slow battle timers impacting the experience. Concerns arise about delivering smooth, lag-free battles across platforms, especially for mobile players on Wi-Fi and Switch players with varying connections. Despite the game's focus on online play, solid netcode is essential. Matchmaking fairness is also important, ideally pairing players with opponents of similar skill through an MMR or ranking system. However, if the player base is large, matchups should be balanced. Imbalanced matchups or longer wait times may occur during off-peak hours or when one platform has more players than the other. The best case scenario is Champions being popular enough to maintain a constant queue of players ready to battle at your level. While Champions reportedly isn't free to play, its paid and digital only nature raises some questions. Will there be DLC packs for extra Pokemon or features, potentially fragmenting the community, or will all updates be free, funded by a one-time purchase? On mobile, will the paid model succeed, as most mobile games are free with microtransactions? Perhaps they'll make the mobile version free to start with limited features. Some worry about Pokemon Home subscription, as Champions might heavily rely on it, indirectly encouraging players to maintain a home subscription for team transfer and storage. While it's not a significant cost, playing Pokemon Champions at full capacity may involve multiple subscriptions, like Home and Nintendo Switch Online. However, avid Pokemon fans likely already have these subscriptions anyway. Lastly, a softer concern is whether the community, especially the competitive scene, will fully embrace Champions. If the game delivers on its promises, it could unify the competitive community by allowing everyone to practice on Champions, regardless of whether they play on cartridge or on Showdown. However, any missteps such as clunky UI, limited format options, or slow updates could cause competitive players to stick solely to Showdown and casuals to drift away. We've seen spin-offs with great ideas fizzle out due to lack of ongoing engagement, like Pokemon Unite, which had a huge launch and still has people playing it, but it struggled to keep players hooked. Champions, being multiplayer centric, needs critical mass of players to feel alive. The concept is strong, and fans have wanted a comprehensive battle simulator. The developers must deliver a polished experience, and the Pokemon Company must market it well, possibly by tying it with official tournaments. In short, the concerns are there: limited Pokemon, unclear team building, and online requirements, but none are deal breakers. I'll keep an eye on these points as more info comes out. These are opportunities for the game to impress us by showing how they're handling these issues. Pokémon Champions, a battle-centric, cross-platform Pokemon title, could revolutionize competitive play. We've covered its features and speculated on potential additions. As a lifelong Pokemon fan, the idea of an official hub for battles is a dream come true. With the Pokémon Presents on July 22nd, we'll likely get more news. Of course, I will be watching it live for any official announcements, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments what features or additions you would like to see in Pokémon Champions. Are you hoping for a specific Pokemon or battle mode? Also share your thoughts on it being reportedly a paid eShop title. Thank you guys so much for watching and just spending your time here. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys want more Pokemon updates like this. I plan on getting more out of my comfort zone and just doing more like Pokemon talk type videos. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about it. What did you guys like my presentation? Just let me know. But until next time, stay hyped and I will see you guys on the next video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, share this video with a friend, and leave a nice little comment down below. Also, if you guys are feeling generous, feel free to subscribe. It's 100% free. If you guys want to stay connected with me, my Twitter and Instagram, along with my other social medias, are in the description down below. I love you all, and I will see you guys on the next video. Only good, Chill Army.